Excuse me. Can you tell me the quickest way to Home Farm, please?
Pardon?
Can you tell me the quickest way to Home Farm?
Go straight to end at field. Turn left, straight for it at crossroads, fork right and take your next left.
Fork right, next left.
Through lane at back of my house till you come to the road again.
And that's it, is it?
Now, you have to turn off into Murphy's Ditch.
Into a ditch?
Aye, Murphy's Ditch. It's a field. Best of luck, love.
Excuse me. Do you know where Home Farm is, please?
I do, lot. I've lived there all my life.
Well, where is it?
Oh, you want to know, dear?
Yes, please.
What are you going to Home Farm for?
It's my father's. He's just bought it. I've never been there before.
Your name Tate?
Yes?
I thought so. Look, I'm going through Beckinell. I'll take you.
Look, sorry, I'm in a hurry.
Hurry? You're not saying you're young, because you'll hurry yourself to an early grave.
That's a chance I'll have to take. So which way?
Right. How's it left? Same me, newcomers. Hurry, hurry, hurry. No time to have a natter.
I've sent about longest route to Home Farm. I reckon you'll be halfway to Harrogate by now.
No, I'm not.
You've done well to get this far then.
It's a miracle if you were following Seth's direction.
Hey, you're not the woman I saw this morning.
No, and I'm sure I'd remember you. It's a wonder I'm here at all. My horse is exhausted.
Your horse? It's not out front, is it?
Yes.
Oh, back. Mr. Wilkes, get a shovel.
Will somebody please tell me what's going on?
I think we'd best go outside, don't you, madam?
I shall have to ask you to remove your horse from my forecourt forthwith, madam.
Tim, how you doing? No time to stop for a drink. See you there.
I had to go to the loo.
And you can tell your friend that horses are not allowed on Woolpack property under any circumstances whatsoever.
I'll buy a drink next time.
Do you realise who they are, Amos?
No.
They were on their way to Home Farm.
What?
Aye, and at least one of them's called Tate.
They're not new people. Oh, heck. Ladies! Ladies!
You cheat.
Come on, Zoe. First to Home Farm, that was the bet.
Yeah, on horseback, which you're definitely not. What's happened to Tate?
Oh, she pulled up. Decided not to risk it. Come on, pay up. Where's my pound?
Oh, no. We could have all have got lifts, but some of us have got scruples, Kim.
I'll dock your pocket money if you don't watch it.
Yes.
Frank!
I missed you.
I missed you. How are you?
I'm fine. And how's my Zoe?
Beaten in the great race by your cheating wife.
Yeah, I'll be off then.
Cheers, thanks. What do I owe you?
Yeah, forget it.
Oh, thanks.
Who was that?
Oh, and neighbour. Somebody subbed in. Come on then, let's see what you've done to the place. Oh, I like it. You have worked hard.
That's nothing. Sitting room first. There. What do you think?
Oh, Frank. It's lovely. Oh, it looks even better than I expected.
I followed your plans to the letter.
It's wonderful. Oh, wait till we get a fire going in here. Certainly be cosy.
It's great to have you back. How was Ireland?
Went well. Has my stuff arrived from Skipdale yet?
Yeah, it's upstairs.
Good. Didn't even have to lock the house. You people were chomping at the bit to get in. Well, let's see the rest. Guess what bit I'm looking forward to most?
A number of things spring to my mind.
Oh, cheeky. You know what I'd really like? A long, hot bath.
I like my room, Dad. When's it going to be decorated?
Oh, give them a chance, will you? There are a few things on the list before your bedroom.
Oh, well. Oh, don't expect I'll be using it much anyway.
How's Tilly?
Fine, pulled a tendon.
She'll be all right.
Handy having a vet in the family. Or will be.
Not one yet.
Not long now, though.
No.
How is university?
All right. Very cold. Edinburgh's pretty, though.
How's the work? You doing enough?
Of course I'm doing enough. It's all I ever do.
It'll be worth it in the end.
Yeah.
Don't let us down, so.
What do you mean, don't let us down? It's my life we're talking about.
I just want the best for you, that's all.
I know. I've heard it a million times, Dad. What have you been eating? Junk food? Pity you didn't get round to getting a housekeeper.
I've had loads to do. And I have a business to run.
We agreed. Christopher runs the business, you advise.
Well, I've been doing quite a bit of advising then.
Honestly, Frank, you know a housekeeper's priority. I don't intend looking after this place single-handed, you know.
I know. Phone the pub in the village, the Woolpack. The landlord's on the local paper.
Not that funny little man with whiskers.
Aye, that's the one. Amos Braley. How do you know him?
Met him today.
Has Zoe said anything to you about Edinburgh?
No, why? Something wrong?
Just a feeling. She's not talking about it either.
Oh, it'll be nothing. Too much to do. Work these would-be vets hard, you know.
Aye, maybe you're right.
Of course I am. Look, I'll just phone this bloke, and I'll cook.
Back in Beckendale, Amos Braley, licensee and proprietor speaking.
Mr. Braley, Kim Tate, Home Farm.
Oh, Mrs. Tate, I was going to speak to you about this morning.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
No, it was just that I wanted to say it.
I understand you have something to do with the local paper.
Oh, aye. Beckendale correspondent for Otten Courier. In fact, editor himself spoke to me only t'other day.
Marvellous. Could you place an advert for me, please?
An advert?
Yes, for a housekeeper and gardener.
Oh, afraid not, Mrs. Tate.
Oh, why not?
I am a reporter.
Oh, it's all the same thing. Couldn't you do it?
I'm afraid not, Mrs. Tate. You'll have to speak to somebody at Otten office. Good evening.
Oh, good grief. Anything about tennis?
As long as you can hold a racket. This is a crisis, love.
If I don't get on with my practicing for the show jumping, I'll have a crisis next Saturday, Pot and Show. Sorry.
Oh, hell.
Well, why can't you play singles and then keep swapping after each set?
I thought you said you didn't know anything about tennis.
Well, that's all I remember.
Yeah, I suppose so, but it's not the same, is it? Somebody's got to stand around getting bored and cold.
Well, how about Joe?
Oh, he's gone to Leeds. Oh,
Frank,
Nick, just the fellow I want to see.
You all right?
That's my fault. Turned him into the turn too sharply.
Hello, Joe. Hello, Neil. Been a long time.
Certainly has. Don't let me interrupt.
That's all right. In training for the Otten show.
She's going well.
Do you know Kim Tate?
Oh, yes. We were introduced at the Boxing Day meet Christmas before last.
That's right. You've taken over as master of foxhounds.
A couple of weeks ago. Still feeling my way a bit.
I'd have thought you'd been far too busy in the city to take on a job like that.
I was. The last few years have been absolutely crazy, but all that's going to change. I don't need to spend so much time there. Do it all with phones and computers now.
So, how was that?
2 seconds faster.
Looking good for Saturday.
I hope so. How are you, Neil?
Fine, thanks, Kim.
So what brings you over here?
Well, as the new MFH...
Oh, yes, I'd heard about that. Congratulations.
Thanks. Thought I ought to check your stables out. My fellow members of the hunt seem to think very highly of them.
I'm glad to hear it. I work very hard to get their business.
Well, I hope we'll be able to continue with that arrangement.
Yes, I do hope so. I think you'll find my facilities are as good as any, and better than most.
Confident. Good. See you at the show, then.
Look forward to it.
Bye.
See you, Neil.
Bye. The Honourable Neil Kincaid. Now there's somebody worth impressing.
Recommendation from his family's worth a few bob round here.
So why am I standing around? Let's get practising.
Okay.
First rule of business, Nick. Always allow the client to win at tennis.
And then you can beat them at business.
Well, it wasn't my fault. They were very lazy players.
I thought you were supposed to be lazy. That's what you told me.
Yeah, I thought so too. Must be many years of watching Wimbledon, eh?
Main thing is they enjoyed their day.
They did. Thanks a lot, Nick. I really appreciate it.
That's okay. Look, Frank, I need to speak to you about the sweet corn.
We are not going to talk about the garden today. Just dig in.
Thanks.
So how's Alice?
Oh, she's fine. Archie's doing really well. I couldn't look after her better myself.
Well, you certainly seem to be more on top of the job since he took over.
I'll have some cake, Nick.
Yeah, I will in a minute. I could take some for Alice, if that's okay.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, Caroline.
What's all this? I come here expecting my son to be hard at work, and here he is drinking with the boss.
All right, Mum. What are you doing here?
Sit down, Caroline. Would you like a drink?
Oh, I could murder a gin and tonic, Kim, thanks.
So you shall.
I come to spend a few days with Kathy. Don't worry, not here to check up on you.
Oh, yeah?
I saw Archie in the village with Alice. She looked really well and happy. Seems to be working out.
Yeah, it is, Mum. It's working out really well. Hey, look, why don't you come up later on and give Alice a bath?
I'd love to.
Speaking of which, I think I might go and have a nice hot bath myself. Otherwise, I'll not be able to walk tomorrow.
Oh, what have you been doing?
Playing tennis.
What?
Boss's orders.
It was against a couple of important business contacts. Chris should have played, but got called away.
Nick stepped in. And he's rather better at it than he let on.
For you all over.
And there was I hoping we might get rid of you for the day.
No such luck. Come on, the team's assembling in the beer tent.
Look, I'll be there in a minute.
Put him down, Kathy. We don't want to be late.
Look, do you think just once I might be allowed to talk to my wife without you sticking your nose in?
They were supposed to be the best of friends.
They were.
Oh, well, good luck, sweetheart.
Thank you. I'll see you later. Come on, Kathy.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's Kim Tate on Home Farm Dark Star, about to start her second round. Kim's one of 10 riders to go clear in the first round. Another clear round for estimator. So, now we have a jump off against the clock. Kim Tate and Nigel Fitzpatrick.
Hello. So what happens now?
Like the man said, jump off against the clock, Nigel and I. Oh, how was the tug of war?
We were disqualified for fighting.
Frank, that's terrible.
What are you laughing for? It wasn't very funny at the time, I tell you. Great publicity for the holiday park. Come to Home Farm and go 10 rounds with the proprietor's son.
Chris was fighting?
Yeah, with Alex. I don't know what's going on between them.
Got your work cut out now, Kim. Old Nigel's pretty good against the clock.
So am I. I've been practicing, remember. I'm sorry, Frank. Do you know the Honourable Neil Kincaid?
Just Neil, please.
How do you do?
Hello, Frank. Jeanette, Kim.
Hello.
Frank.
How do you do?
Hello.
Neil's just taken over as MFH with the Emmerdale.
Oh, right.
Did you school Dark Star yourself?
Yes.
I'm impressed. Well, we'll leave you to it. Take our places for the jump off.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Honourable? Doesn't that mean he's going to become a lord or something when his old man dies?
Something like that. All I hope is he's impressed enough to recommend me so as the hunt carry on using my stables.
He'd be a fool not to.
Thank you.
Come on, Kim.
Too tight, too tight.
Kim!
Took it too tight.
Oh, God.
Look, we'll follow you on, Dad.
No, you and Kathy take Darkstar home. Is she all right?
Tibia and fibula both broken, I'd say.
How badly?
Can't tell until the X-ray. Mrs. Tate. You seem to be hemorrhaging. When was your last period?
About 10 weeks.
Are you pregnant?
I was waiting for the results. I think so. Oh, Frank. I didn't want to say anything. Tell me for sure. Frank, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Frank?
Kim, try not to move.
Where's Frank?
He's gone home to collect some clothes for you.
What's happened, Kathy?
Do you want me to ring him and get him back?
Kathy, tell me, please, what's happened to the baby?
Baby, I don't know. Shall I get the doctor?
I've got to know how the baby is.
Pregnant? 2 months. Well, give or take a couple of weeks. I mean, you can't be precise about that sort of thing, can you? Like the doctor said, could be 8 weeks, could be 10.
That's what you want, isn't it? I thought you'd be pleased.
She's lost it, Chris.
Dad, I'm sorry.
I can't believe this is happening.
No.
I mean, no bookie would give me odds on becoming a father again.
I'm so sorry.
When she first told me in the ambulance, I thought she was delirious or something. So the doctors confirmed it.
You mean you didn't know till yesterday that she was pregnant?
No. No, I didn't.
But what was she thinking of? I don't understand. Why didn't she tell you? Look, take a shower, Dad. Look, you've been up all night.
I'll be all right.
You're shattered, Dad.
I can't tell you how I feel, son. My wife was pregnant and I didn't know. And I only find out about it when she's losing it. I've got to get up to the hospital. She's going to need my support.
Take a shower first. Get changed.
I'm fine.
No, you're not.
It's not me that matters at the moment. It's Kim. Look, I'll pack that bag and then we can get to the hospital.
Oh, Kathy. I wanted a baby so much. Why couldn't I have one? Was it too much to ask?
No, of course not.
Frank would have been so pleased. What am I going to say to him, Kathy? How do I tell him?
There's no easy way.
Why did I enter that stupid competition?
Hey, come on, don't blame yourself.
I thought it'd be all right. It had been confirmed, that's why I didn't tell anyone. I wanted a baby for so long.
I know.
We were just beginning to get used to the idea of never being able to have any children.
I know what you're going through. You feel awful, but it will get better, honestly.
I just wanted a child, Kathy. Why couldn't I have one?
Shh, come on, lie still. Frank will be here soon.
It's not fair, Kathy. It's not fair. Frank.
Hello, love. How'd you feel?
I felt better.
I brought some things for you. I don't know if I've got everything you want, but you can always give me a list.
Doctor says I'm going to be out of action for quite a while.
Yeah, it was a nasty break.
Frank.
Yes, love.
got some bad news.
I know. I know.
I'm so sorry, Frank.
It's all right, love.
I was so stupid.
Kim, please.
I should never have entered that stupid show jumping.
Kim.
In fact, I should never have gone anywhere near a horse in the first place.
You didn't know it was going to fall, love?
That's not the point, Frank.
You've been on horses 1,000 times and nothing like that's happened.
But this time I was pregnant.
Yes.
I should have told you, shouldn't I? I just didn't want to raise my hopes. I didn't want to raise your hopes in case something happened. Oh, what a mess, Frank. The problem was, I couldn't believe it myself. I'd done so many pregnancy tests in the past.
I know.
I couldn't face any more disappointment. I was going to take another pregnancy test and go and see a doctor. For the moment, I just wanted to enjoy the dream of being pregnant. Oh, Frank, you must hate me.
I love you. I just want you to get better. That's all that matters. I mean that, Kim.
Thanks. Next couple of months are going to be awful, Frank. I don't think I'm cut out for this sick patient luck.
We'll try and make it bearable for you.
I just want to get out of here, Frank. I don't think it's going to do me any good, cooped up in here, alone with my thoughts.
No, I suppose not.
How are you?
Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'll feel a lot better when you come home. Feels so empty when you're not there.
How's Chris and Kathy?
Oh, fine. It's them, they're lovely.
Frank, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about the baby.
Come on, Kim. Don't upset yourself. We can discuss this when you're feeling better.
No, it's been on my mind. I was wrong.
Well, it was a shock.
Especially finding out under those circumstances. I never meant it to turn out like this.
I know that, love.
We'd been trying for so long, I suppose I'd given up hope.
You and me both.
Besides, I was really happy. It didn't seem to matter so much anymore. And you seemed happy too.
I was. I am.
Having a child, it didn't seem so important anymore. We'd come to terms with that. Then when I suspected I was pregnant, I couldn't believe it.
I still don't understand why you didn't tell me straight away.
Because I wasn't sure. I wanted to be sure before I told you. I didn't want it to open up any old wounds for you. I had this dream of coming home one day and telling you. I just wanted to see your face.
Oh, Kim.
I was so desperate not to be told that it was all in my imagination that I just got on with life and entered that stupid show jumping competition.
You don't have to say any more.
I'm so sorry, Frank.
We've got to look to the future now.
Yes.
You've conceived once, despite all the predictions. Maybe it'll happen again.
Frank, I can't think about that just now.
No, of course not.
I want to come home, Frank.
These look delicious, Nick.
Yeah, full of vitamins too. Here.
Thanks.
Hey, they're for Kim. Present from the gardener.
Thanks, Nick.
My pleasure. Right then, well, I'll see you later.
Okay.
You comfortable?
Now, is there anything else I can get you before I go?
For goodness sake, Frank, I'm not a total invalid. Anyway, haven't you got an appointment?
I do.
Then hadn't you better be on your way?
I'll get it.
I can hardly answer it.
Oh, hello, Neil. Come in. Come in. Kim's in the city.
Thank you, Frank.
Hello, Neil.
Kim. Oh, look, I'm not intruding, am I? I was just passing.
No, no,
Thought I'd
no.
drop by and see how you were.
Timing couldn't have been better. I'm just off so you can keep the invalid company.
And help me demolish these strawberries.
Ah, sounds good to me.
Listen, Neil, I haven't had a chance before, but thanks a lot.
Sorry?
You know, for calming the horse when Kim had her accident. Could have been a lot worse without you.
I was nearest the fence. Anyone would have done the same.
Yeah, well, thanks anyway.
And thank you for the flowers at the hospital. They were lovely. I'm going to enjoy this book.
One of the benefits of being laid up. Gives you a chance to catch up on your reading.
It wasn't the horse's fault, Neil. You do realise that. I mean, I wouldn't want the fall to reflect on my stables, on the way I school my horses.
I was there, Kim. He was jumping beautifully.
No, my timing was all to pot, coming into the last fence. He tried his best, but... I'm sorry, Neil. It sounds like I'm making excuses.
There's really no need. The hunt's been doing business with your stables for quite some time now. I haven't heard any complaints. So I shouldn't worry. You have a well-run stable, Kim, with a fine reputation.
Thank you. Though I think we'll be a bit short-staffed for the foreseeable future.
Well, I can help you out if you like.
Well, I don't know.
Look, I'm home most weekends. I could easily pop across and exercise some of the horses for you. What do you say?
Well, if you're sure. I mean, if it's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all. In fact, you'll be doing me a favour. Horses aren't the only ones that need exercise, you know.
Sure you'll be okay?
I'll be fine, I promise you.
There's nothing else you need?
Frank, stop fussing.
Right, I better get myself off. Ah, Cathy, just the person. Sit down. Coffee's just made. I'll get you another cup.
Frank, please just go, will you?
All right, all right. I'll try not to be too long. Bye, love.
Bye. Poor Frank. Feels as though he's neglecting me if he leaves me for 10 minutes at a time. Would you like a coffee?
No, I'd love one, Kim, but I haven't really got time. No, I just popped in to see how you were.
Damn it, Cathy, I feel so useless.
Kim, we haven't had much of a chance to talk since you've come out of hospital. I just want you to know how sorry I am about the baby. I do know what you're going through, and I'm not just saying that for the sake of it. I had a miscarriage 3 years ago.
Yes, Cathy, I know.
I just wanted you to know there's someone around who, understands.
Hello, everyone. Enjoying yourselves? Joe, going into Hoppen this afternoon. Anything you need?
You could get me some eyes for the back of my head, could you?
Oh, and a spare leg.
See what I can do, loves. Listen, Joe, thanks for helping us out with all this. I don't know what we've done without you.
No, you and Cathy have been marvellous.
All part of the service. Neil was out today as well.
Well, I just wanted to say how grateful we are. Hello, Neil.
Afternoon. How are you, Kim?
Oh, I'm fine, but how are you? Enjoying all this exercise?
Oh, they're really good horses. It's a pleasure to ride them.
Yeah, I wish I could gallop across the fells.
We could try fitting a saddle to that wheelchair of yours, huh?
She would, given another chance. Listen, I'm sorry, but I've got to rush. Come on, I'll push you home.
I can't do it myself, Frank. Bye. Bye, Neil.
Bye now.
Bye.
Frank seems to have a lot on his plate, Joe.
It's the Holiday Village's first season. We all wanted to do well.
Well, if it's as well run as Kim's stables, I don't think you'll have a great deal to worry about.
That's for sure.
She certainly seems to know her business. Parents have stables, did they?
You must be joking. As far as I can remember, her father was a telephone engineer, her mother was a hairdresser.
Really? What about brothers and sisters? Any connection with horses?
I think there's a younger sister who used to be a model.
Oh, for someone with a distinctly non-horsey background, Kim's done very well.
Yeah. She can turn a hand to anything, Kim. That sort of person. Gives everything 100%. No half measures.
Seems that Frank and Kim are well matched then.
Yeah, you could say that.
There you go. Morning paper.
Do you have to go now?
I promised Joe I'd see him at 9. Anything else you need?
Or would you ask Cathy to call in?
She said she would.
She's got a couple of things I want to talk to her about.
Will you relax? Cathy's got everything under control.
Must be rushed off her feet, poor girl.
Well, Neil was helping her quite a bit over the weekend. Decent of him, I thought.
I don't know how he finds the time, or why, for that matter.
Well, I suppose he enjoys it.
Well, he wouldn't have to do it if I hadn't done this.
You just have to give it time, love.
There's a limit to the length of time one can sit around and do nothing.
Kim, if I could stay with you all day, I would. What can I do?
Oh, it's not your fault, Frank. I don't mean to take things out on you.
Look, why don't you catch up on some letters?
I'm owed letters.
Well, read then.
Then what?
I don't know, love. But hopscotch is out, that's for sure. I have to go.
Well, I'd best be off if I'm going to make London this evening.
Looks like you've both got everything well under control.
So far, so good. Ask me again at the end of the week.
We should talk about what we can abandon until my leg's better.
Oh, that's all right, Kim. Neil's been a big help these past couple of days.
That's why I called, really. I wondered if the loan of one of my stable hands might help, just for a week or two.
I couldn't let you do that.
Well, if you don't mind my saying so, Kathy and your stable girl are both working like Trojans.
Well, what do you think, Kathy?
Certainly plenty of work. We're only just about keeping up.
Well, that's settled then. I'll arrange for him to report on, Thursday?
Wonderful. Thanks very much, Neil.
Pleasure. If it'll make Kathy's life any easier, I'm sure it'll be worth it.
I'm very grateful, Neil.
Not at all. We'll just see how he walks, eh, Kathy?
Stroke of luck, ain't it, kid?
Yeah, great. Take me back inside, will you, Frank?
And he just got out here.
You're obviously coping without me. There's nothing I can do.
Anyway, she's back in hospital now, poor woman.
Imagine if she'd been telling the truth.
Doesn't bear thinking about.
This is where you're hiding, is it?
Hardly hiding. Helping with the tack.
Kathy doesn't need any help, do you?
Well,
See? Come on. Time for your rest.
Frank, I'm not an invalid.
That's exactly what you are. See you later, Kathy.
Yeah, see you. It's not on, Frank. I'm perfectly capable of doing something simple like cleaning tack. And Kathy needs the help.
Then employ somebody else.
Oh, come on, Frank. We just appointed someone to take the pony trekking lessons. I've already got a stable girl. I'm not making that much money.
Kim, you've got a badly broken leg, and the only way it's going to heal is if you allow it to. And that means resting properly.
I'm already making good progress. The doctor said...
I know. But I'm thinking about you. You can't rush these things, love. Bones take time to knit.
All right. But I'm not an invalid. I may have a broken leg, but the rest of me is in full working order.
All right. Have it your way.
I will. Oh, did you hear about Nick and Alice?
Yeah, Archie told me about it earlier.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
Because I didn't want to worry you.
Worry me? How?
Oh, come on, Kim. Nick nearly losing his baby's a bit close to home, isn't it? Especially the way you are at the moment. What are you doing?
I'm not helpless. I'm going into the house under my own steam. Frank, we have to talk about my miscarriage. The baby.
I just don't want you to upset yourself.
I'm not. It happened and we have to face up to it. You can't wrap me in cotton wool. I don't need it.
Is that what you think I'm doing?
Yes. Ever since I was discharged from hospital, you've steered away from the subject. We lost our baby. I'm facing up to it. You have to as well.
I know. I'm sorry.
And don't keep saying you're sorry.
It's the only thing I can think of saying, actually. That's my problem.
Well, you can't pretend it hasn't happened, Frank.
Funny. When Archie told me about Nick, I was envious. Almost.
What?
Well, at least he has a child. You know what they say. You never know what you want until it's gone. I want a child. With you, Kim. More than anything in the world.
But it was you that wasn't sure. It was me that...
I know, but losing it gets you thinking. Makes you realize what it means to you.
I do love you.
And I love you. And there's always the next time.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, as soon as you're better, we can try again. I know we lost the baby, but we know we can do it now. And I promise you, we'll have another baby.